We have a wild situation. Kristi Noem, the Secretary of Homeland Security, had a bathroom urgency. She found herself urgently needing a bathroom, and she was turned away by a facility that wanted no part. She showed up with her bodyguards and staffers, and they said, no toilet for you. Now, I'm going to play the video for you. This has sort of been made fun of in a lot of different ways, but there's actually a real serious story here that I want to address. But check out the video. Listen to this.
Can we use the restrooms? No, you cannot.
We can?
Please don't.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Interesting. Yeah, that's what Governor Pritzker says is cooperation in keeping people safe.
Now, I just want to mention one thing, right? Because this is an opportunity. We're going to get to the bathroom access in a moment. Many of you have written to me and said, David, can you address what's going on physically with Kristi Noem? She seems completely gaunt. She has a really strange gait, G-A-I-T, the gait of someone who is undernourished and underweight. She clearly has an eating disorder. Listen, that's all probably true. It's just not really salient to our conversation. So I mentioned I'm getting the emails about what's up with Kristi Noem. I'm not an expert in eating disorders. It seems outside of the scope of my analysis, but I'm aware of how weird all of this looks. So now Kristi's in the parking lot looking for a toilet.
So why wouldn't they let you in? What's been going on here? What's been going on here, Secretary?
We were coming to go out and do some operations to pick
This is Benny Johnson, by the way, talking to her.
up some guys with criminal convictions on them, and the city police wouldn't even let us use a restroom.
And you were just blocked by a worker here for the
By
city?
a worker at the municipal building here in Broadmoor would not allow us to go in and to use a restroom at the police station. So as much as these local leaders and governors talk about cooperating and having the backs of our law enforcement officers, this is what we have to put up with every single day. And all we're doing is getting criminals and terrorists and cartels and gang members off the streets to make families safer here. It's ridiculous.
I mean, is impeding law enforcement? I mean, this is a real problem.
Is not letting Kristi Noem go in and power flush their toilet, are they obstructing the law?
This is a real problem. I'm so proud of our officers that deal with this every single day. They know that America's got their backs, but what they face here every day is...
Anyway, I wish they would stop and think for a moment. I'm the Secretary of Homeland Security. Fine. They're not letting me use the bathroom. Okay. There are so many people without access to bathrooms in our cities. And we have an environment in which our leaders, overwhelmingly Republican leaders, they just don't give a shit. We try to talk to them about just basics. And on the one hand, there are people who don't have enough food. There are people who have no access to health care. We go, hey, the situation for the homeless is pretty dire. We've got people with no homes. We have Republican mayors and governors trying to criminalize homelessness and criminalize people who are just out on the street. And part of that story is they don't even have access to bathrooms, never mind clean bathrooms, right? We're not talking here about the bathroom at the Four Seasons. We're just talking about any sanitation facilities. And they just don't care. And they don't care about how desperate these situations become. I don't, denying access to bathrooms is something that's a really ugly thing when it is done. It's done in situations of interrogation. There's all these things. Denying access to clean bathrooms and bathrooms at all has a long, sordid history. I'm not even sort of like, they're not letting Kristi Noem use the bathroom. I just wish that some of these people would apply, if it's so bad to let someone as privileged as Kristi Noem, who goes around with a full phalanx of security, if it's really mean and bad to not let her use the bathroom, what about people who have no resources and have nothing and are pushed around by the criminalization of homelessness? They also don't have access to bathrooms. How do you think they feel? So I wish that these sorts of things, there's the cartoonish headline, they left her to poop on the sidewalk. Okay, fine. Yeah. Kristi Noem, they have the resource to drive around with a portable bathroom in a van if that's what they wanted to do. But we have so many people in this country who have nothing and access to bathrooms is yet another one of the things they lack, and just a total lack of empathy from people in positions of power. So Kristi Noem really needed to go in to use the bathroom. They didn't let her.